Alright, back with another video. This is going to be on my Smith & Wesson. These are 1st and 3rd gen semi-automatic handguns. I don't currently have any 2nd gen handguns, semi-auto handguns from Smith & Wesson. But starting off with some of these, we'll start off with the model 39s. These are 39, I think they're both 39-2s. Yep. So I got this one first. This is a single stack 9mm semi-automatic double action single action hammer fired pistol. They're cool guns. They've really come back into popularity in the last year or two. So this is the first one I got, and the guy who had it before me, I got it from his wife after he passed away. He had, I believe it was him. It might not. He might have bought it this way, but the finish has been stripped off. The frame is polished, and the slide and barrel have been bead blasted, as well as the magazine's been bead blasted. You can kind of see in the gap somewhere where it was parkerized or blue or anodized, and this would have been blued. The frame is aluminum on these. Good guns. I shot both of these ones. They shoot pretty well. They are. They do have magazine safeties, so you can't pull the trigger without a magazine inserted, which is kind of lame, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to carry these guns. So they're just something I like to collect. And then I got a second model 39. This one is blued and anodized. And then I got this one from AIM Surplus when they were running a sale on these guys. Or I guess I got some of them in stock. It was pretty nasty when I got it. You can see this one's pretty beat up. I believe these were police guns from somewhere overseas, because they have a import mark on the frame. Same thing with this one. You have to have a magazine inserted. For it to fire. But yeah, this one's pretty rough. There was some rust on it, and there's lots of pitting. Still fully functional. Barrel's okay. It's not perfect, but I don't think that there's any actual pitting on the inside of the barrel, and it shoots fine. The grips were really bad. You can still kind of see this is the original color of the grips here, and then I guess over time just the sweat and lubricant put on the gun darkened these grips. It soaked in and removed the finish. The other one I had, the other 39, had some other stupid giant wooden like Coca-Cola looking grips on them, and I replaced that with the Pac Myers. Moving on to this is a model 3913, so this is like a compact size gun. I believe there was a earlier model called the Ladysmith, which this is either the another model of that gun, or it's similar to that one in size. This is also a single stack, holds 8 rounds, but the magazines on these two guns, they're not interchangeable. It's a little bit shorter. This one has a bobbed hammer. I believe this one also has the same safety. Yep, have to have magazine in this one to fire this one too. This one has a bobbed hammer, so cock it, release it, put it down into decocking it. It'll drop that hammer down. The top of the hammer does have serrations on it, so I guess you could decock it if you wanted to, or if you need to pull back on that hammer if it's stuck. I don't know, but you have a decocker, so it's not an issue. This one also has front checkering on the front strap. I'm sorry, on the front of the trigger guard and the front strap. Whereas the older model 39s don't have that. But this is a 90s gun. And this one also has actual checkering, whereas on another model I'm going to show you that doesn't have that same checkering style. Kind of got some cool gray grips on it, very 90s, late 80s, 90s. Gun shoots good. This one's in good condition. Picked this one up at a gun store a fair distance east of me. Saw it and had to have it. And then I picked up both of these ones. This is a 3rd gen. This is a 3903, and I believe a 3903 is, I'm sorry, a 5903. It's a double stack gun. 5903 would be the aluminum frame. 5906. I like this gun a lot. I'd actually would consider carrying this gun, even though this gun also will not fire without a magazine inserted. This one has the rounded trigger guard, and then this one has front checkering, or checkering on the front of the trigger guard, and then it has line checkering. It's not checkering, I guess, lines milled into the front strap of the frame. They're okay. They give a little bit of a grip, but not as good as the actual checkering does. If you wanted to go 1980s and wrap your trigger finger around that. But the controls on this gun are pretty good size. I can activate these slide locks from a pretty good firing grip, and then the safety is safety and decocker are ambidextrous, and these have really blown up in popularity again. And then I have a 5904. Which is a aluminum frame, double stack semi-automatic in blued and anodized. So the frame is aluminum again, and slide is steel. This one has a horned trigger guard. I think this is less aesthetically pleasing than the rounded trigger guards, but this is what both these guns came from Aim Surplus also. Because I've been looking for one of these for a long time. I had a 5904 years and years ago with the rounded trigger guard, and I really liked that gun. That gun was a little bit nicer, just barely nicer, but a little bit nicer than this one. And I sold it, and I regretted it ever since selling it, and I haven't been able to find the exact same one again anywhere, so I guess I can deal with having the horn trigger guard. But same thing, front trigger guard checkering, and then lines milled into the front strap. Very cool guns, very sought after right now. I've had two other ones. They were a double action only model of this, which I can't remember the name off the top of my head, the model number. So I just had a bobbed hammer and then no decocker. It was double action only. That gun, I shot that gun. It was okay. I'm not a big fan of double action only semi-automatic guns. Then I also had, damn, I don't remember what the other one was. I had another one. Oh, a 910 or a 915, which is like a cheap version of a 5904, produced in the 90s. And since I was able to pick these ones up, I got rid of both of those. So yeah, that's all the first and third gen Smith & Wesson semi-automatics that I have. You guys have any questions, put them down in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Thanks.